Warning: the author of this story has tagged it with the following explicit tags: profanity. Listener discretion is advised. Hello everyone, welcome to Rainbow Infinity. Today I'll be reading Gloamish's The Development of a Lexicon of Epithets for our Diarchal Equestria. If you like the reading, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please enjoy. A short meeting. The blackboard vexed Luna. It remained empty and uneponymously green. Seeking an explanation, her eyes swept the room. Her sister sat to her left, Seneschal accompanying, and Cadence fidgeted on her right. Across from them were the culprits, the erstwhile Spring Sprout and his colleague Smoky. Luna knew she was the more experienced of the two because only she seemed worried about her job security. "What about, for the love of Luna?" Celestia asked, tapping her chin. Raven wrote this, the seventh suggestion, onto the blackboard. "Alliteration does play well with the masses," Smoky said. Luna's ears perked, hopeful this one wouldn't be reduced to dust like the others. Springsprout glanced to the left. "It might have trouble superseding for the love of cadenza, given." Luna's ears fell again with a huff. Raven erased what she'd written, as with the last 6 suggestions. The Seneschal's practiced patience in the face of pointlessness made Luna fear for the other duties her sister performed. "This is hopeless," Luna grumbled. "Why can we not simply slay a beast and let our deeds speak for themselves?" "Culture is much more centralized than it was in the past, Princess," said Smoky. "Ponies no longer look to myth and fable, but to the tiara. And this is that? A stuffy meeting room where none but our sister have offered suggestions?" "I offered crumbling crescents," Cadence mumbled. Luna continued to ignore her until such a time as she did something worthwhile. "How about we try some tier 2s? Smoky asked. "Those were the bad ones?" "Correct. A tier 1 epithet is a harmless, family-friendly curse, like darn. Tier 2s, like shit, aren't appropriate for children or public broadcast." Luna slammed a hoof on the table with a resounding clack. "We propose Luna's left testicle." "It's certainly punchy," agreed Smoky. "You do not have testicles," disagreed Celestia. Luna shuffled the papers before her, checking something. "Thou would prefer we use Luna's left ovary instead?" "No. Veto." "But thou have Celestia's teats, and detest it." "We've had 5 meetings about moving it to a tier 3, Springsprout added enthusiastically. "But it's too popular. Ponies love Celestia's teats." After a moment, Springsprout shrunk away from his own enthusiasm like a dog shown its mess. Cadence looked like she didn't want to be part of this. Celestia looked like she had long ago learned the dangers of that. "Oh, there's an example of supersession. Cadenza's teats is pulling well lately," Smoky said casually, shuffling through a stack of papers with her wings. Can we please not talk about our private parts?" Cadence asked. Luna drew herself up. "Precisely. We should be talking about our private parts. What about Luna's "Absolutely not. Veto," Celestia said. Cadence retched. Luna huffed. "Thrice you deny me." "Left testicle and left ovary only count as one," Celestia said petulantly. "Regardless, thou art running out, sister." "Of patience, yes," she muttered, just loud enough for Luna to hear. "Honestly, I don't know what keeps this department running, apart from the foreign minister." She took a moment to straighten the papers in front of her. "Will Alleyway be attending this meeting?" she asked, addressing the room again. "Yes, and she sends her apologies for running late," Smoky said. "Or she should have. She actually just grumbled some tier 2s and stormed off. I'll apologize for the short notice, but access to the Forbidden Archives must remain a slow process." Then the door opened, and Luna thrilled with anticipation. Here was the textbook example of a warlock. eye bags which looked carved from stone, mouth set in a grim line, a tome of dark wisdom bowing her back. Even her coat was a dusky gray. Luna swept a wing out to shield her sister and bared her teeth. The warlock blinked placidly at her. "Luna," Celestia began, pushing her sister's wing down with a hoof. "This is Alleyway, our foreign minister of language and keeper of Tier 3 epithets." "Greetings." Alleyway heaved her tome, actually a dossier stuffed with loose pages, on inspection, from back to table. "Princess Luna, I present cusses too cursed for Canterlot, boasts too boisterous for Baltimore, and songs too saucy for Lost Pegasus." Despite the theatrical language, her tone was flat. "Ah, finally! Fertile ground!" Luna said, leaning forward. Celestia shook her head. Tier 3 is for restriction, not invention. I called Alleyway here to demonstrate to you the limits. These epithets are those which are not to be spoken in Equestria, and they are guarded strictly. A sample? Alleyway heaved the dossier open to a random page and began to read. "Tied, bound, and upside down," Alleyway intoned without rhythm. "An alicorn's just a horse with a crown. Rut, feel, make her squeak." "Enough," Celestia said. "No, another verse," cheered Luna. "Forsooth, sister, we had feared you'd wiped out all the rogues, but you've only swept them under the rug. 'Tis just like when we were fillies." "'Tis," Celestia grumbled. "Luna, this is not the sort of language we aim to encourage. Aren't there any Tier 1s you'd like to propose?" "Bah!" Luna slumped in her cushion. "We have no need for foals' oaths. They told tales of us once and will again, committee or no. Seneschal? Account." "Of course, Princess." Raven glanced behind her at the blackboard. "The count of epithets to be distributed is 0. "Zero?" Luna cried, leaping from her seat. But we've been at this for an hour." "Impressive, isn't it?" Spring Sprout said, both hooves on the table. "Usually it takes 3 to exhaust all our avenues. This is nothing short of miraculous. Princess, I'm really looking forward to working with you." With that, he gathered his papers and left, trailed by Smokey and Alleyway. Luna's cheek hit the table, scattering papers everywhere. "Goddess-damned bureaucrats," she muttered. "Pardon?" Springsprout asked, sticking his head back in. "Nothing," Celestia sang. "Luna," she hissed, "do not use Tier 4s around the little ponies." Thank you for listening in. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Until next time, stay tuned.